Let's get back early in the afternoon, where a division that's on the rise, the NFC Central, showcased two of their teams on the rise, the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, the Bucs have been coming, but not that many people realize it. The Detroit Lions won their last 5 regular season games. Last year, 4-0 in the preseason. This year, all told, they had won 9 in a row. So, they were in a good mood as they opened up at the Pontiac Silverdome against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lions, knowing they were undefeated in preseason, 7 of the 11 teams undefeated in preseason in the 80s, made it to the playoffs. But Vinny Testaverde says, so what? His tight end can catch the ball. It's Ron Hall, 54-yard touchdown, 7-0 Buccaneers. Rodney Peete at the controls of Mouse Davis's and Wayne Font's run and shoot. And the guy that he went to more often than not, Robert Clark. Once, twice, 3 times. And then Peete to Clark makes the move on number 31. Rodney Rice, touchdown. We are tied at 7. Clark is psyched. Andre Ware says, I can't wait till I'm at the controls, but right now we look okay. Later in the first quarter, 2nd and goal. Peete, the option to Barry Sanders. This is the run part of the shoot. It's only a yard of Sanders' 79, but Detroit had a 14-7 lead over Ray Perkins and company. But in the second quarter, Tampa, 2nd and goal. Vinny to Bruce Perkins. You know Ray likes to keep him on the squad. Is it a touchdown? Let's take a look, Tom.
Well, Perkins takes the toss here. All he has to do is get the ball across the plane. We can all make the call ourselves. The only one that counts is the referee. It's a touchdown.
It's called a touchdown. Wayne Font says, I don't appreciate it, but we're tied at 14. Font was aggravated by this man, Gary Anderson. Now, with a little guy like Anderson, you figure he's not going to get a bulk of the carries. We know he can run outside. He also can do some running inside. And he also can take the pass from Vinny. We've known that all along. He had 6 catches on the day, 21-14 Tampa Bay at the half. That was a 19-yard touchdown. Anderson rushing at 74 yards, receiving at 79 yards. There's Vinny's number, 4 TDs and INTs. That's always good to see for Vinny. Key moment of the game. Rodney Peete watches right foot. Yeah, he's out. First, the referee signaled a touchdown on a tough run, but clearly, after further review, he was out. And so, what happens a play later? Problem with the snap. Not only don't they get the touchdown, they fed. Tampa Bay recovers, and Detroit never did recover. And the final score, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go into the Silverdome and shock the Lions by the count of 28-14. Now, you can look at this 2 ways, I guess, guys, for the Buccaneers. They have been down for so long that, of course, they're going to have a lot of good players who are number 1 and number 2 and number 3 draft picks. But really, Tommy, if you add it up, and I'm including Reggie Cobb here, who doesn't start, but if you look at number 1, number 2, number 3 picks, Tampa has 6 guys that contribute on offense, 6 guys that contribute on defense. They may have deep linebacking core, deeper than most teams in football. They may be a real surprise this year.
Well, their personnel certainly is surprising. When you look on the other side of the football with the Lions, I think even though Pete has spent a year with this offense and now goes into his 2nd season, he won't be nearly as adept at running that offense as Andre Ware will. He knows that offense over a period of 2 or 3 years. He knows the terminology, and I would look for him maybe to be in as early as next week.
Certainly in the point department, they got sloppy. And they gave up more rushing yards than they did in that winning streak in late November and December. That's what happened to the Lions today. We'll be back to check out a big one between the Vikings and the Chiefs.